Hey everyone, what's up? It is Coach LaShonda. I am super excited because today is Marvelous Monday and also it is Women's History Month, okay? Y'all, I am so excited about Women's History Month because there were a lot of women that impacted my life growing up. But we are going to talk about a few things today. So I decided that I was going to start doing my Marvelous Mondays on my YouTube channel. So that's why you are watching it here first. And I would like for you guys to subscribe to my channel. And I would also like for you to like and comment and let me know what you think about the content. Because even though we're doing Marvelous Monday shout outs, I will also be doing other videos, and there are already other videos up here as well that you can also watch as well. So I hope you guys enjoy the channel. Once I figure out what I really want to name this channel, then I'll let you guys know. But right now, it's LaShonda Prim, okay? So, y'all, I am super excited about this month, and I believe that God is doing something so powerful in the atmosphere right now because I've been praying, I've been fasting, I've been cutting back on a lot of things as my sacrifice because I want God to continue to speak to me. Like, I want him to continue to talk with me, and I want to continue to build myself, like raise myself higher so that I can hear, I can see, I can understand, I can discern. Like, I am just at that point right now in my life where I just want more of him. It's like I'm craving it, okay? So as my relationship grows, I realized that the reason why I could not continue to do videos like I was doing them before was because I had distanced myself from my purpose, okay? And I am always going to be purposed to be of service to others. Like, that's what we're all purposed for, okay? And right now, I'm really starting to see that God has been laying it in my heart to be closer to people who really, really need to hear certain things. And i.e. Marvelous Monday, you know, like Marvelous Monday isn't just a shout out. It's a shout out to women to let you guys know that, you know, you are a child of God. Like, he sees you. He wants to build this closer relationship with you. And it's going to take you opening your heart. It's going to take you opening your mind and receiving him wholeheartedly, you know. And if we don't do that, we find ourselves in a place where we begin to second guess who we are, or we begin to second guess what our capabilities or abilities are, okay? And we already know that we're good mothers, we know that we're good friends, we're good sisters, we're aunties, all of that good stuff, okay? But somewhere deep down inside, you feel like you don't have that, you feel like you're not as good as you would think you should be, okay, if that makes sense. We don't give ourselves enough credit sometimes for the type of person that we are and who we have become, because I know if you anything like me, you came a mighty long way, okay? Y'all, because I'm telling you, like, I would have never thought that I would have been an author. I would have never thought that I would be speaking in front of women across the world. I would have never thought that I would be doing online videos or on Facebook, Instagram. Like, I would have never thought that people would even know who I was like that because I've never been popular, okay? So when I say that, like, that just brings me to the power of I am, okay? I don't think that people really understand that what you speak about yourself is what you invite into your space, okay? And one thing that I had to learn when I was transitioning myself from just being Shonda that ran the street, liked to go to the clubs, like was looking for somebody out there that didn't really have what I was looking for in the first place. Like my whole capacity was out there. Like I need somebody, I want somebody, you know? And I did not realize that I was doing that until after I had went through the situations that I went through, and I realized that, man, like, as y'all call it, I was thirsty, okay? Like, I was thirsty. And it wasn't that I was thirsty just to, it was like I just wanted to have somebody around, you know. It just seemed like that was the thing to do. Like I needed to have somebody. And then I realized quickly that I did not need to have anybody, but I need God, okay? I need to have the Holy Spirit residing within me in order for me to be able to be comforted when I need it. Even though I'm by myself, I'm never by myself. Even though I feel alone, I'm never alone. Even though I'm going through an issue, I know I ain't going through it by myself because he gonna bring me out on the other side. I just need to be a little patient and wait, you know, until he decides that it's the right time to move forward, you know. And as I was going through that, I was going through Bible studies and things like that. If you want somebody that you can, that's a really good Bible study, I would recommend Priscilla Shira. That's what I started, okay? That's just me. I needed something that I could relate to at that time. And I could relate to what she was saying. She broke it down so simple that I just couldn't, it was a no-brainer, okay? So the power of I am. Now, I think that when we say things about ourselves, we have to believe those things, okay? So if you say negative things about yourself, that's what you believe about yourself. And you don't believe anything better than that for yourself. And that's a problem, okay? Because God gave us specific promises and throughout the Bible, you know, and he tells us that, you know, who we are. We're fearfully and wonderfully made. Like we are a child of the Most High God. We are royalty. You know, he says these things throughout the Bible because he wants you to know that your worth is worth so much more than what you're giving yourself credit for, okay? When you say the power of I am, those are two powerful words, y'all. It's just so powerful. What it does is it will determine whether you're successful or whether you are not successful. It will determine your shortfalls or you moving up another level, you know? Like, for me, I kept telling myself, I am not handicapped, okay? Like, when I tell you, and I do have physical issues, I guess that's what you want to call it, because I have illnesses. But I never like made myself believe that that was something that was going to hold me back. Like I would always say I'm healthy. Like I don't have migraines. I might have a temporary setback right now, but I don't have all of these things that they're telling me I have, okay? Because I know that God is a healer. I know that when I ask him to take something away from me, he does, okay? It might not happen right then and there at that moment, but it never stays. So I believe and I trust that God is not going to give me more than I can handle. But what I speak from my mouth, it comes from my heart, and it is what I really truly believe about myself, okay? So the power of I am is two powerful words that will determine your success in anything, any situation, or your failures in anything, in any situation, okay? So don't allow your thoughts of yourself to determine who you will become later on, because you don't see yourself as a success, as someone who is beautiful, someone who's blessed, someone who is talented. Like you have to see these things for yourself. If y'all don't see these things for yourself, like you end up getting into a space where you're talking down on who you are, or you're talking down on what situation you're going through, as if you can't ever get better, okay? One thing I will tell you guys is that when I transitioned my life, like when I made that decision to follow Christ, I said, you know what? I don't care what I go through at this point, but it can't be no worse than where I just came from, okay? Like it just can't be no worse. And guess what happened? He put me to the test, okay? Because I went through foreclosure. I went through the embarrassment of having to take my car and return it back after I used to be a luxury vehicle junkie, okay? Like, I had to have my Land Rover. I had to have the Mercedes. Like, I had to have all these nice things that's just things that people see about you. But in my mind, it was like, I earned this. Like, I deserve this. When people see me, you gonna respect me because of all of this stuff that I got, okay? I work for this. But at the end of the day, that was not who I was. It didn't make me. And God had to take those things away from me in order for me to understand that that's just stuff, okay? Yeah, you might be embarrassed right now because you had to take it back. But in the long run, let's see how much more you gain, okay? And when I tell you I've gained so much more in comparison to where I was back then with all of the things that I had, like, my life right now is so peaceful. It's calm. Like, I don't have to worry about things that I used to worry about, okay? And that's because I took some time out to say, Shonda, who are you? What is it that you desire in this life? What do you want from this life? What do you want people to see in you? And what do you want people to say about you after you are no longer here? Like, if somebody was to say something, like if I was to kick the bucket today, tomorrow, Lord forbid, okay? But if I was, guess what? Like, my story would be that, oh man, she motivated and inspired other women. She wanted to always make sure that there were young girls that knew their worth. You know, these are the things that people would say about me because this is the work that I've put in, okay? I had to work on myself first, though. I had to work on myself and tell myself, Shonda, like, get yourself together, girl. Like, put your big girl drawers on, okay? Not no panties, no shorts, no boy shorts, no none of that, okay? Put your big girl drawers on, okay? And get yourself together. You got to dig deep inside of who you are and pull out those positive qualities about yourself. And until you do that, you will always allow other people to come in your space and make you feel like you are less than who you really are, okay? Because when you know who you are, when somebody comes to you and tell you that you are not something, you tell them you are a liar, and you can take that back because that don't belong to me. I do not accept that because I know who I am. I know who I am called to be. I know whose daughter I am. I know who I represent. So the things that you're saying about me, that's not true. And I don't believe it and I don't accept it. So you can have that back, okay? Like, that's what I began to do when people would come in my space and be like, oh, I remember you. I remember when you used to do this or when you used to be like that. I'm like, yeah, you might. I was like, but that ain't who I am now. Okay, so if you really want to have a conversation with me, why don't you ask me what it is that I'm doing right now? Because other than that, this conversation is over, okay? And y'all, I lost a lot of friends like that, but I had to do it because I gained so many more friends and people who are much stronger and powerful than I am. You see what I'm saying? All because I decided to figure out who I was, so I knew what not to accept from other people, okay? So with the power of I am, all throughout the day we use it, okay? Like, sometimes people will say, oh, I'm clumsy, okay? I'm so clumsy. Look, see, I told you I was clumsy. That's why it keeps happening. No, it keeps happening because that's what you claiming for yourself, okay? You're claiming that you're clumsy. You're inviting that spirit into your atmosphere, okay? And you have to learn to say, you know what? I'm not clumsy. Like, I can walk straight. Like, for me, I had such a struggle with accepting the fact that with my medical condition, there are certain things that I don't remember. I could be in the middle of a conversation right now and talking to you guys, and I'll completely forget what I want to say. There are certain times when my words don't come out right. It's like, I know that I want to say it, but they don't come out right. But I felt like I was not built to be no speaker, because I was like, what if I get up there and I forget what I'm saying? Like, what if I get up there and my words start slurring? Like, what if I get up there and people start laughing at me because they realize that, you know, I'm really not a speaker, but I'm just who God called me to be. And then I went and I spoke to a couple of people, my pastors. Like, I was like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do it. And then I had to backtrack and tell myself, yes, you can do this. Yes, you are more than capable. Okay? Even Moses thought that he couldn't do it, but he sent him help. Right? So guess what? At the end of the day, you have to declare what you want to be so for your life. As the Bible says, call those things that are right now, that aren't right now, as though they were right now, okay? You have to speak that thing into existence. And if you don't, then you can't expect for it to happen because you never invited it into your atmosphere. You never invited it into your little circle, in your little bubble. You just decided that you was going to be whoever they told you you was, or who they told you you wasn't going to be. And you got comfortable there. That's not who you are, boo. Like, you got to get yourself together and you got to say, hey, you know what? I am powerful. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. I am kind. I'm disciplined. Like, for me, one of my things is I am fit, fine, and fabulous, okay? And the reason why I say that is because I haven't reached my goals yet. I have not even gotten close to where it is that I want to be. But I continue to strive until I get there. And on my way there, I'm going to believe that I'm already there. Okay, because I know that if I believe it, my mind will trigger something and my body will follow. Okay, because my mind, if I speak it, my mind will say, hey, guess what? Like, she said that she fit. She said she fine. She said she fabulous. Okay, so when I look in the mirror, that's all I see. I don't see nothing else, okay? I don't see, well, I do see these gray hairs, and I ain't gonna lie about that. Like, I need to pray about that, because, child, these gray hairs is disrespectful, honey, okay? But we ain't talking about that right now. But when I look in the mirror, I tell myself what I want to believe about myself, okay? When I first started the I am statements, I had sticky notes all around my house, y'all. You can even ask, like, when I met my husband, we was just dating and he came and he like walked through, I had sticky notes everywhere, okay? Like, I mean everywhere, the refrigerator, the cabinets, the stove, my room, like everywhere I had sticky notes, because it was a reminder to me of who I was, the things that I had went through, the obstacles that I overcame, and where I wanted to see myself going, y'all. And if you don't declare these things for your life, you are going to mess around and find yourself in the same position that you were 3 years ago, because you're still there right now, and then you're not going to see yourself moving forward, okay? And that's not what I want for either of you. So on today, my Marvelous Monday shout out is going to my girl, Christen Davis, okay? Excuse me. Let me get her name right, okay? Because her name has changed. It's Christen Ellison Davis, okay? So let me just get that right. But I want to shout her out because she is a great mom, okay? She is a fabulous chick, y'all. She one of those gym rats too, because she got a bad body, okay? And she is the type of person that is so lovable. She always wants to help people. She always wants to be there for other people. And I really, really just want her to feel the love coming from everybody, okay? So I wanted to shout her out as my Marvelous Monday shout out for the day, okay? Because y'all, that's my girl, okay? Like, we go back like 2 flat tires in Iraq, okay? So, you know, I just wanted to do that because sometimes we have to uplift and inspire the people that are closest to us as well. And I do want to make sure that I'm always connecting and making sure that my friends know their worth, that they know that they are powerful beyond their own measure, that they know that they are beautiful, that you're a great mom, that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. It don't matter what you think about yourself, but you have to learn to speak those things as though they were until they come to pass, okay? So y'all, that's my spill for Marvelous Monday on today. I am super excited about my friend, and y'all, she is, when you see her, I'm gonna tag her in this post. So when y'all see her start chiming in, like, she gonna be like, girl, why'd you do that? But she knows me, she knows how I go, so that's what I do, okay? But I pray that each and every one of you will know your worth. You will not allow people to come in and tell you who you are, because you already know who you are. You know who God has called you to be. But you have to walk in that thing. As they say, you got to walk it out. Not walk it out. Okay? So I want to see you guys doing great things this week. It is Women's History Month, y'all. So I'm trying to think whether I want to do something for Women's History Month or not, but I don't know yet. So I'll let you guys know. But please make sure that you chime in, that you shout her out, congratulate her for being our Marvelous Monday shout out. And make sure that you let somebody else know on today that you are thinking about them, that they are doing something great in their lives, in their home life, their business life, their community, whatever, okay? Make sure you do that for somebody today, because you never know how that might change somebody's life, okay? All right, so I'm signing out. It's your girl, Coach LaShonda. I will see you guys on next Monday. Peace.